After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks.
To kick off for Seattle.
With the eyes of the world watching, we are underway from the Super Bowl. Returning it from the 4. He finds some space. He's past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, here goes Trump. Hey, what's up? Torpedo.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Hey, here goes Trump.
May now from the gun. First play of the game, and already an incredible catch.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception, and some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
Hey, what's up? Five. Crazy.
From the gun, it's May. Holding left side. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Hey, here goes Trump. Hey, what's up?
Operating from the gun, here's May. Will get it complete to Travion Henderson. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots take a 6-0 lead right away. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Staying with Walker. They're cobbled together a yard there. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Get it! 60 vices, 60 vices.
Running with Walker again. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Milroe with it on 1st. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Milroe from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Well, they are definitely being aggressive here on the big stage. They're going for it on 4th down early.
19. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 5 in. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Lion. Ready, right?
Trying for it with Milroe. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First down, May. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Crazy. 5. Crazy.
May trying again here on 2nd. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Crazy. Eddie, what's up?
Now May on 3rd and long. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's out the clear. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Eddie, what's up? Five. Crazy.
To the air on 1st down, May. Brings it in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Gallus tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60, 70,
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Milroe. 1st and 10. Horton down the field, and he's got it. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Pistol now for Milroe. Buying some time right. Now here he goes. And they take this in for the score. The Seahawks make it a one-score game. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. Cut out left. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Gain on the play. First down, New England.
So that'll do it for the opening quarter of Super Bowl 61. We've got the Patriots in front. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this. Three more quarters to go. We're back for the second frame here of Super Bowl 61. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They kick the running back in motion. May off the play fake. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He's got 2nd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Crazy, crazy.
Back to the air. It's May. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Crazy, crazy.
May now on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on fourth.
Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Trying to throw for it with May. Throw caught by his running back. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Got it. Ready?
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
Drive begins with a walker run. No one's around him. He's got space. Down to the 10. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
May on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. One of the most common penalties in the sports, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Here goes crazy, crazy. Hey, what's up?
Here's May to the air. Taken in by Williams outright. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Here goes it up. Hey, what's up? Five.
May. He's got a man left. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Here goes it up.
Again, it's May. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
To the air yet again, May. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Hey, what's that? We go, boy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Five. Crazy, crazy.
Throwing again, it's May. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a second quarter lead. Corey Dallas on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 14.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
Got it. Ready?
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Walker running right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Good run there, about 9, but still 3rd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Inglewood and Super Bowl 61 coming up. 5 men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Walker trying to run for the 1st. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's good for a Seahawks.
19 tight. 19. 7 Pirates. 7
at the
Pirates.
43-yard line.
From the gun, Milrow. He's going to push one deep into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Throwing the out route complete. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
Here's May. Oh, he got hit as he was was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Crazy.
Here's May again. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. He gets loose down the right side. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots grow their lead just before halftime. Corey Dallas on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Panther 11. Ready.
First down throw here from Milroe. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
70 Ranger.
Now it's Milroe. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
18, Pioneer. Cougar 19. Ready.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Let go.
Throwing here just before halftime. Well, a little bit of big completion block, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
One last play before the break.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler.
A final throw before the break. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And forget the field goal, Brock. They reach the end zone to end this first half on a high note. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That's no good. The veteran miships one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Okay,
all right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Pistol now for Milrow. Throw left side, complete. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And this one is launched downfield. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Patriots have it deep in their own territory at the 13. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, May. He finds his running back, Henderson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. May now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out. That's grabbed inside the 30. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Crazy.
From the gun, it's May. And he's got it. Has to lay up for it, but touchdown. The Patriots push their lead further to start the half. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots lead by 15 now. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
And
ready?
into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Milrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, third and long. Short pass brought in. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
After the incompletion, second and 10 once again from the 20. Back to the air, it's May. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here.
Third and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Patriots punt team coming out to the former sixth-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Hauled in left side. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Walker now from the gun. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Come on.
Now an inside give to Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it. Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. That'll do it for 3 quarters here in Super Bowl 61. Just one final act to go in our season. The Patriots have the ball and the lead, seeking a record-setting 7th title. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Crazy.
May looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Caught by the open man. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Good. Go. Five. Crazy.
Here's May on first and 10. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on third down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
Back to Henderson. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on third and goal.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, give here to Walker. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Now it's Milroe in the offense, looking to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Has it at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a one-score game in the 4th quarter.
Seahawks 34.
A lot's got to go right to tie this up now. Need a touchdown and a 2-point try, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, got to recover this kick. And no luck. The Patriots are there to recover. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the 4th. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throwing is May. Put the body on the line for his team. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Bo.
Henderson here from the gun. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Cut out left. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, Well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They're going to pass it here. This one's caught. And he's brought down after a short game. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Couldn't manage even a yard on that run, so now it's fourth down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Corey Gallis connects. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Ready?
From the gun, Milrow. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. This play goes for 36. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Here we go. Go.
Milrow looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long.
Hey, Crash. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warrior 70. Check up.
Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Here he is to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Gets it on the design keeper. And once more, the NFL runs through Foxborough. The New England Patriots are Super Bowl champions once again. And for all the talk we heard from every team at the start of the season, Brock, they're the ones, these guys right here, who fought all the way to this point and are now champions forever.